have been asking questions about Sarah from Texas.
I don't even know about the drama. I need to know myself.
Apparently something to do with her using something for merch, or like something he said for merch.
He said it on the radio or something, right? I don't.
Yeah, like he said something about it or whatever.
Like I did say, I think it was like mixed. I think was it like
I think what
she
what
used his
happened
name
was,
to get free shit or something. I don't fucking know. I
I
think
think
like that's what it was. No,
Marge went onto the show when he was in New York, and I think she mentioned to Jeff that someone reached out to her and asked her to sponsor their live show. And
gotcha.
I don't know the details, but it's either Marge didn't understand this right, or there's some kind of misunderstanding there, and then Jeff got really annoyed, and he said that that's not, I don't like that. I don't like anyone using my name to get free stuff off of my friends, and there's been a whole thing.
There's a lot of things that people will approach me on things regarding Jeff, and I never bring it to Jeff, and I would never go above Jeff's head on anything. There's one thing that you've been ignoring me about for the past 2 weeks, but I've never reached out to Chaz Dean or to anybody that is a connection, and I did hear about that. I mean, was there any more truth to that, or what happened there?
All I'm going to say is that, these are my long-term friendships and relationships, and I never want anyone to feel like I'm using them or taking advantage of them. And so I have never asked anyone, even at our own live events, for anyone to give me any product for free or sponsor. I would never do that. I actually am now doing damage control because someone had mentioned that maybe Chaz Dean had donated some things. So I now reached out to him, and I'm trying to get a confirmation like, hey, just so you know, again, unless you hear from me or Shane directly, we're not affiliated. I just think I'm at this point now where, and I really don't want to call out anyone specifically because there's a lot of different fan groups and there's a lot of different, there's the Facebook groups and there's all of that. I think at this point, because there's been so much boundary crossing. Sure. And I have been very inclusive and welcoming, inviting people to events. That has to stop now, unfortunately. So I have to create boundaries and walls and insulate myself.
Well, I was approached by the person that runs JeffLewisMerch.com. That's www.jefflewismerch.com. And she informed me about the SFT. She has her own acronym now. Sarah from Texas was going to have a live event, and she said, "Do we care that she's selling her own merch?" And I'm like, not really. I mean, I think for you, it's got to be a tough line to say, okay, what's not? Like, do you want to encourage these fan groups because, very few people like you, so the few that you do, you want to hold on to and encourage them?
That has occurred to me. And here's the thing. The live event didn't bother me. I think if people want to make their own merch, that doesn't bother me at all. I just think, and I was talking to Kelly about this morning, I feel like if you're going to try to make a living on behind the scenes gossip, I know things that you don't hear on the radio, and if you're going to try to make a living doing that, that makes me uncomfortable if you're going to start a Patreon and a podcast and things like that, then you're going to have to provide information that I have not made public. Mm-hmm. So I'm on the radio every day, and I'm pretty open and honest. So, but what worries me if then someone is now going to go to you, Kelly, directly, or you, Rick, directly, or you, Carrie, to try to get maybe information that I haven't publicly offered. So I'll be honest, I want to give you an example.
Okay.
So I feel like there's a lot of different Facebook groups and blogs and all of that, that they write a lot about Jeff Lewis Live and everybody associated with Jeff Lewis Live.
Yes. And
I have been very welcoming, and I have been very inclusive of everyone. I've invited people to, events, and because I feel like, we can help each other. Like they help promote the show.
Sure.
But then lately, it kind of took this very negative turn where they actually say very mean things about me and the chumps, and there's some boundaries that are being crossed, and I now have to take a look at this, and I don't really know how to solve the problem. But yesterday, I was very, very upset because somebody, and I don't know who it is, went too far and started talking about my daughter's school and where she goes. Wow. And not only is that completely reckless and scary, dangerous, but then also didn't stop there, then went and started listing the celebrity kids that go there, which is like,
Well,
It's so unbelievably fucking stupid. And see, now
just
I have to be in
dangerous.
a position now where one person
yes,
who now has crossed the line
yes,
ruins it for
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
else.
Everyone.
that's exactly.
And then now I have to be a dick and be like, no, I'm sorry, I can't get you tickets for that. Bring up Sarah specifically. I think that I have a nice rapport with her. I think she's a lovely woman. She's been
always
very
been
sweet
nice.
to me. She's always promoted me. I just think there's been a bit boundary crossing. And I don't think that it's done on purpose, but it's happening.
I think that
Hi, Jeff. So thank you for the kind words that you said about me on today's Jeff Lewis after show. I wish you had reached out to me before Friday's show, where you highly implied that I am the fan account or the blog that has crossed boundaries in regards to information about your daughter Monroe. I absolutely have not. That has very much hurt me, and just beyond devastated that you would imply something about this without having facts about me or reaching out to me first. Also on Friday, January 19th show, you again talked about me with regards to reaching out to your friends about merchandise for my live event in Hollywood. Again, I wish you would have reached out to me privately about that so we could have cleared things up and I could apologize if necessary. And then today on the after show, you're pretty much implying that I might be trying to gather information from, the chumps to use against you or to have, information that you don't say publicly about yourself. I absolutely am not that kind of fan account. This really hurts my feelings that you would say this publicly about me when I have done nothing but support you and promote you in a positive way. I may not agree with everything you say or do, but I am a fan account. I wish you would have a conversation with me so I can clear up facts, because I'm a facts person. And this stuff that you were saying about me is beyond hurtful. And also some of it is not factual.
I was like, why you so obsessed with me? Keep it on the low. It's clear that you're upset with me. Please don't let it show. You're delusional. Keep it on the low. You're delusional. Please don't let it show. You're I was like, why you so obsessed with me? Keep it on the low. It's clear that you're upset with me. Please don't let it show. You're delusional. Keep it on the low. You're delusional. Please don't let it show. I was like, why you so obsessed with me? Keep it on the low. It's clear that you're upset with me. Please don't let it show. You're delusional. Keep it on the low. You're delusional. Please don't let it show. I was like, why you so obsessed with me? Keep it on the low. It's clear that you're upset with me. Please don't let it show. You're delusional. Keep it on the low. You're delusional. Please don't let it show.
also don't agree with blindly defending someone that did, in my opinion, acted wrong. And like I said, what she did, her original mistake is not that crazy, but her response to it has been mind blowing. And I can't defend that behavior. I just can't defend that behavior. And I wouldn't defend that behavior if it was my best friend. I said to Zach last night, the biggest mistake you can make right now is create an entire brand around another person. Biggest mistake. Absolutely don't do it. Because that person can turn on you. And then what? Now what? Right? Honestly, like, I didn't get like such a nice call this morning from Sarah herself. Like, she's mad at me for this popcorn comment. I need to pull myself away. I will not align myself with people that don't behave in a way that I can stand by. Victim behavior is not it.